Welcome to Advanced Client Tools, a module of the Zebra e-learning training course on AllTouch TE, and specifically the AllTouch TE client. Notice that AllTouch TE is the name of the Zebra Technologies solution for the Velocity Wavelink Velocity solution sourced through Wavelink. So even though you see Velocity on the screen, this is the AllTouch TE solution sold through Zebra. Click on the Next button to continue. The Advanced Client Tools module will guide you through some of the lesser-known features and configurations that can make AllTouch TE users even more productive. To start, we will take a look at the AllTouch TE client main menu. Next, we will look at the host context menu. After that, we will look at how to swap keyboards if your screen has multiple keyboards configured. And last, we will wade through the myriad of configuration options available per host connection. The AllTouch TE client main menu drives many things when connected to an AllTouch TE session. The menu allows the user to connect to another session, shows the user which sessions are active, turns on and off safe mode, and is the quickest and easiest way to disconnect from an AllTouch TE client session. To get to the client main menu from your device, first tap the AllTouch TE icon to start the client. Next, tap on the host profile you want to execute. Once connected, on the bottom right side, there is a menu button. Tap that button. The client main menu will appear on the screen. The first option of the AllTouch TE client main menu is Add Session. From this option, you can open another session parallel to your current session. AllTouch TE allows for up to 4 concurrent sessions per client. To add the new session, tap on Add Session. From the initial client screen, tap on the session you wish to start. The session connects and now is running concurrent with the previous session, with the new session now taking focus. The client main menu will display all the sessions active on the client. On the last screen, we have selected a new session concurrent with our previous session. Now, if we tap on the menu on the lower right, we bring up the client main menu. All currently active sessions show on the menu. The session that had focus when we called the client main menu is highlighted. To change to another session, just tap on the session and the client will move you back and forth as needed. The next option on the AllTouch TE main menu is the Safe Mode toggle. To understand this option, you must understand Safe Mode versus Smart Mode. Safe Mode in AllTouch TE utilizes the traditional black and green screen, common to terminal emulation applications. While in Safe Mode, AllTouch TE's ability to render pages in HTML is deactivated, and you navigate through the screens using keystrokes. Smart Mode utilizes AllTouch TE's built-in HTML reader to use a theme created in the AllTouch TE console and present screens with updated screen layouts and styles. The Turn Safe Mode On/Off toggle is how the user is able to swap between the two modes. If we tap the main menu button on the bottom right corner, the menu shows the Safe Mode toggle. The default value is Safe Mode Off. Therefore, most likely, the first time you come into the menu, it will show Turn Safe Mode On. When you tap on the option, the screen will turn back to traditional black and green screen mode. Tap the main menu button on the bottom right corner of the menu again, and the option will be set to Turn Safe Mode Off. Tap the option to return to the HTML-like page rendering that AllTouch TE offers. The About option in the client main menu has 2 important pieces of information. From the menu, tap the About option. A window pops up with the software version of the AllTouch TE client list and the device's serial number and license status right below. If the device is running in demo mode, it will show a status of no license. If it has a production license installed, it will show the username of the company that purchased the license. Tap OK to close the window and return to the client main menu. When you are finished using the All-Touch TE client main menu, you have two options to exit. Option 1 is to just tap on the Exit Main Menu button on the lower left portion of the screen. Option 2 is to tap and the Android back key. No matter which option you choose, you return to the current session on the same screen that was active when you entered the main menu. A host context menu is a global menu configurable for each host profile or project when using the All-Touch TE console. This menu is a list of quick-to-reach commands that can make a worker more productive when running the applications associated with the host profile. To display the context menu, the user has to be connected to a host. Then, at the bottom left corner of the screen, there is the Context Menu button. When that button is tapped, the context menu appears. If a menu option is tapped, for example, the Back menu option, a command configured for that button to go back one screen is executed. The device is toggled out of the context menu and shows the screen that was displayed based on the action of that back command. If you decide to exit the context menu without making a menu choice, tap the Exit Context Menu button on the lower right side of the screen. The session topples back to the same screen that had focus when the Enter Context Menu button was tapped. Depending on how the application or the All-Touch TE console package was designed, the keyboard will display or disappear as each screen is shown. The All-Touch TE client gives you access to the keyboard using the Keyboard button. It is possible to toggle the keyboard on or off depending on your need. In the lower middle section of the screen, there is a button that displays an icon of a keyboard. This is the keyboard toggle. If you tap that button, the keyboard will toggle on and off. So, in our first example, with the keyboard active when the keyboard button is tapped, the keyboard disappears. In the second example, with the keyboard hidden when the keyboard button is tapped, the keyboard will display itself. When the keyboard is active, the All-Touch TE client lets the user swap between all keyboards that have been configured for the host profile, either via the setting in the application or the project that was built using the All-Touch TE console. If you swipe your finger or stylus to the left, it will select the next keyboard that has been entered in the keyboard order list. You can keep going to the left until you have gone through all available keyboards, and then you will start at the top of the keyboard list again. If you swipe your finger or stylus to the right, it will show each keyboard in descending order in which they were entered in the keyboard order list. You can keep going right until you have gone through all available keyboards, and then you will start from the bottom of the list again. It is possible to manually configure a host profile directly on the client, as we saw in the module Basic Configuration Options. While this is not considered best practice, and Wavelink recommends that all host profiles be configured within the All-Touch TE console, it is important to understand what some of the advanced host profile configurations are all about. We start with Safe Mode. As we talked about before in this module, the Safe Mode On-Off toggle is how the user can manually swap between the two safe modes when needed. If we tap the Safe Mode toggle to Yes, the screen will run in traditional black and green screen mode. If we tap the Safe Mode toggle to No, the All-Touch TE client will utilize its built-in HTML reader to use a theme created in the All-Touch TE console and present screens with updated screen layouts and styles. This is the default value of the setting. Safe Mode equals No. The Auto Carriage Return toggle works this way. If Auto Carriage Return is set to No, When the user taps the menu built by the host profile project loaded into the AllTouch TE client, no carriage return will be added to the input. In most cases, the carriage return is needed. Therefore, a setting of auto carriage return set to yes is the desired setting, as well as the default setting. The authorization configuration section is used in conjunction with the client license server to automate the AllTouch TE client license delivery. You must have already set up and configured the client license server to understand what parameters to place into this section. Here, we look at a configuration of a client license server. The host address of the license server software is 172.19.11.11, and it is listening on port 1820. Now, when we configure the AllTouch TE client to use the client license server, we will add the IP address of the server. Configure the port. We are not using the site ID, so we leave that at the default of 0. This client is now configured to be served its license automatically. The Enable Logging toggle allows for information to be gathered about an AllTouch TE client connection. By default, Enable Logging is set to No, and this is considered best practice. But when detailed information about the session is needed, log files data can be accumulated. To enable logging, swipe the Enable Logging button to Yes. Next, set the log file max size to a size that will capture all the data needed. By default, the file size is 1024 bytes, or 1K. The files are stored on the SD card under the file name com.wavelink.velocity. All the connection information is logged to a file called velocity_session.log. When the max file size is exceeded for the session log, all the data is copied to the velocity_session.back file, _session.bak file. The original session log is wiped, and data begins to flow back into that file. In this current configuration, 2K of current log data will be stored on the client at any one time. There are 3 other additional configurations available to manually edit on the device. These settings are normally enterprise-wide settings done by systems administrators. They will be discussed in detail when we talk about configuring host profiles with the AllTouch TE console. In brief, those configurations are: SSH configuration. Uses SSH to encrypt the information sent to the host. There is no additional software for SSH on the device, but the host must be configured for SSH. When this option is selected, the port field is changed to 22. SSL configuration. Uses SSL to encrypt the information sent to the host. There is no additional software for SSL on the device, but the host must be configured for SSL. When this option is selected, the port field is changed to 992. Connect Pro settings. Wavelink's Connect Pro server allows you to avoid dropped connections and automatically reconnect by acting as an intermediary connection server between the client device and the host application server. Connect Pro is a free downloadable software package and will work with other Wavelink software such as Terminal Emulation, Industrial Browser, and Velocity CE. You have now completed the Advanced Client Tools module.